We've just got here freshly picked rushes. When we go out and pick these, we always go for 100 bundles. So think about how much time goes into collecting. So Mungadoo is our name for the fibre. So there's two, there's a taller one and a shorter one. I weave with the Cypress vaginatus mostly, but yeah, you get some nice tall ones. You bring them back home, dry them out for at least 2 to 3 weeks. What we do is we put them on the rack, but most importantly, you've got to turn them because they've still got the moisture, the oil in here. Soak them for at least 2 to 3 hours, or 1 hour is plenty, 2 hours if it's hot water, to make them flexible to weave with. And I make sure that when I soak them, you've got to have the thick and you've got to have the thin. The thick ones are for the centre, adding as you weave along, and the thin ones are for your lacing, your weaving. The hardest bit is the starting of your row, and then you head off, and then when you finish, get to the end, it's the winding off. But when you're just weaving and weaving, it's good. My son, the youngest one, he said, "Mum, you've got to have that different look on the tummy. You can't weave all of it." He says, "You've got to have that change because that's all soft of the Pondi." What we have planned is the net stitch. It's not an easy job because you've got to have the right tension so it falls in that place. And so that will be the same with the fins. And what we've done is we've dyed it ochre to get that colour. Our old people had made string out of the rushes. You know, it wasn't just one that made it, it was a group of them, made their piece and they connected it together, but it was for the tying between the trees, and that's their catch for the birds, and also for their fish nets. I was sitting back, Jelina's doing the lace, and you know, I said, "Do you know what it looks like to me? It looked like seaweed is on the tail. It's picked up a bit of seaweed in the river, you know?" A lot go through my mind while I'm weaving. When I'm on my own, that's my healing. I do a lot of reminiscing. I haven't got my partner, my husband, my life, and my boys don't come home till late, so I'm on my own. And my youngest one now is 22, and he wakes up in the morning and he looks how much I've done. "Oh, Mum, you've done quite a bit there." I said, yeah. And they can tell that I've stayed up too late. Yeah, I'm one of those that I find it very hard to put down because it's my healing. And my reminiscing on our old fellas, so valuable. I love it when I get the girls over, the boys around, and the grannies around, and they come and help and do their few stitches. It's really good that we have that connection. And of course we've taken photographs of them in the framework. They loved it. "Oh, look how big it is, you know." Yeah. It's a big shock to think that, yeah, we're doing these big pieces. I never thought it'd be like this. I just can't believe it. And this Pondi is the biggest piece. This may be my last big one. I've got a couple of little ones to do, but this is so meaningful, and it's a creation story. A lot of healing has been with the Murray cod, so it's special.